Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostle and the great millstone who do well. Peace and blessings to the house of David elect. Hey, I just want to go into a lesson on the MOTB is here, and it will soon come to pass, man. All right. Because if you've been paying attention to the media, brothers been sharing different articles, different videos in the chat. Hey, these devils are speeding things up, man. If you paying attention to the spirit, man. All right, these things are, wrapping up quick, man. Because Esau know that he have but a short time, and you can see like through the spirit. What I noticed, if you got the news, break out. These devils are constantly talking about UFOs and all this and stuff because they're trying to hurry up their project to deceive the masses of people to usher in their NWO. All right, but we know through the scriptures, the Lord said that he would not perform his enterprise, man. All right, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Job chapter 5. Let's see. Job chapter 5, verse 12, it says, he disappointed the vices of the crafty, so that his hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and counsels up of the forward is carried headlong. Right? So the Lord's going to disappoint, Esau's agenda that he's trying to, push his NWO and ultimately establish his, MOTB, which is the mark of the, Revelations 13 and 10. All right. And the Lord is using Esau to, to do this because ultimately, like the Apostle Tahar said, hey, this is the Lord's MOTB. You know what I'm saying? It's all under the control of the Lord. Esau think he's in control, but he's being controlled by Yahweh Shai through the left hand. All right, this is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1 says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine their vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision, right? Because the Lord is laughing at these devils, man. All right, because they think they're in control. They think they're going to overcome the Heavenly Father and his will. Meanwhile, the Lord is controlling you. That's the pride of Esau, Edom. The Lord going to have them in derision because the Lord going to make mockery of them. Like the whole time, the Lord, have them doing this for his own will, So when it comes to this system being in place and this agenda being pushed, we have nothing to worry about because the Lord is in control of it all, ultimately. All right, so back in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And a lot of our people say, oh, it's not going to happen in our lifetime. But the Lord say, hey, it's going to come and not tarry, man. And now we seeing it through the prophecies, man. We seeing it through the news. We seeing it through, the alternative media, what these devils is trying to push. Because at some point in time, it's going to have to happen. Point blank, period. And we can tell by the condition of the earth, the condition of the people, that we in the last of the last days, man. And those of you that do not uh, see that, the Lord just got you blinded, because that's also His will. Because it's prophesied that 2/3 of our people gonna die. Lord willing, we do not take part of that number. That's why we're doing what we're doing to ultimately have a hope for salvation. To overcome what's about to come to pass, man. And this is very serious, man, because your life is dependent upon it. So this is Revelations chapter 13, verse uh, verse. I'm gonna start at 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake at the dragon." Right, those two horns like a lamb is what you would call his so-called Democratic and Republican Party, and they speak like a lamb. They speak softly, smoothly, but in the inner parts, they draw swords, like it says in Psalms. Is it 50? Let me see. Let's see if I can pull that real quick. Psalms 50. I think 50 and 16. Let's see. Smooth with slips. Yeah. Psalms. Alright, Psalms 55, verse 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords." Right? Because he speak smooth with his words, but the whole time, war is in his heart, man. All right? He's gonna present this like uh, it's gonna be benefit you, convenience and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's a snare. It says, "And he exercised," back in Revelation 13 and 12, "and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose daily wound was healed." Which that first beast was the Roman Empire. And that daily wound was healed, man. All right. Now, what you through America, man, because we back in, this is modern day. You know, what the scriptures say, Sodom and Egypt. The revivals of the Roman Empire. You know, uh, you can read that in Revelations, the 20th chapter, I believe. You know, it says, "He that doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth, in the sight of men, and deceive them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live." And that image of the beast is this system. All right. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." All right. And that means literal and symbolic, because killed, if you don't conform with what they have planned, you're going to be exercised from society. You're not going to be able to partake in society. You know. Come on. This is the blue letter for killed.
Strong's G 2443,
Let's
Hina.
see.
Hina.
Says that in order that's with that. Let me see. see what that means in the blue letter, but basically, to be exercised from society, man. You know, you're not going to be partake in the ways of the world if you do not have that MOTB implanted into you. All right. Uh, it says, verse 16 says, and he causeth all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, and we know that mark, all right, is let's see.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right, charagma. It says a stamp, a imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. All right, and we know that's basically the elites, because the scriptures say there are many antichrists. There's no one antichrist. All those who not follow the ways of Yahweh Shemashah are anti-Mashiach. All right, we don't favor in the word Christ. Because Christ just means anointed. The anointed one. But it says the mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculptured, graven work, of idolatrous images, right? So it's something imprinted in you, all right? A incision that's going to be inserted into your body, specifically your right hand or your forehead. And we know that, through the media, what we've been seeing, Elon Musk coming out with Neuralink brain chips, all right? And now they're pushing chips in the right hand. All right, this all ties into prophecy. So if you don't understand and you can't get it, the Lord just not dealing with you, or he not working with you. It's simple. All right, the Lord made it real simple for you to understand. It's nothing, no confusion behind it. Oh, well, it might be this, or no, it's simple. The Lord putting it in your face. So when this thing is presented to you, you have a choice to make, point blank, period. All right, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6, which 666. All right. Which I believe that goes cha sa stigma. All right. You could yeah, cha sa stigma. Elder Yashamama, he goes into a thorough breakdown of this meaning of cha sa stigma, which is very edifying. You can look up his page, Remnant Save 144, and find that video and be edified by that. Go on his comment board and ask him, for that video, and I'm pretty sure he will direct you to that. All right. But that was it, man. And this is we're approaching these times, man. All right. So it's time to take serious, of this, information that the Lord has given us, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. It says, Ephesians 5:15 says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. All right. And the days are coming are about to be very evil, very sinister. All right. So you should be walk circumspectly, paying attention to what's going around you, paying attention to the media, the news, alternative news, these things that, ties into prophecy. Okay. And be not in darkness like the rest of these people. Have no clue what's going on. All right. So that day won't overtake you as a thief. All right. It says, verse 17, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Okay. And that's the important thing, understanding what the will of the Lord is. The will of the Lord is to bring all these things to effect so he can crush this society. All hell breaks loose. Give his men power and the hope of salvation to exalt his name and bring back that power in the name of Yahweh Bashim al Shabik and the earth that was taken out. All right, that's the will of the Lord, and to save the elect of his people, man, and destroy this wicked evil society that Esau Edom has established, which is so-called white man. All right. So what side are you gonna choose, man? All right. So that's all I had. So that I want to give all praises, infinite honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kabadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of the great millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the house of David elect. With that, I want to say shalom.